Hello friends, I'm Kanchan from Akulmac Technologies and you are welcome to our show. Today we have Sitesh Srivastav who has a deep interest in corporate training. He is closely associated with radio broadcasting and he has a wide experience of working in different continents. So welcome to the show Sitesh. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Kanchan. It's a great, always pleasure talking to you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine and enjoying the northern winters. And you know, I really love winters.
Well. You cannot make me jealous of that. And I'm sure winters are great, especially in the northern winters of India. And nice vegetables and everything, good food to eat.
Right. Because I'm a mountain girl, I just wish every time on mountains, maybe doing trekking, climbing, and maybe setting a camp near a lake. So I really enjoy this kind of weather and atmosphere.
Very nice. Very nice. So, well, our subject today is quite inspiring, quite interesting. And this is started with the Time magazine giving this award to Gitanjali Rao, an Indian kid, uh, for the Time, Kid of the Year. This is the first time the award has been given. And
Yes,
apart from Gitanjali, there are few other kids also.
yes,
So I thought let us discuss about the success of Gitanjali Rao and how this can be kind of replicated in India, where we uh, celebrate, where we, uh, you know, give our children the due that they showcase in their teenage lives, in the early childhood lives,
yes,
isn't it?
very correctly, Sitesh. And as you mentioned, that Gitanjali Rao has been selected in the field of science and innovation. And you know, there were 5,000 nominees as it is Time's first ever Kid Award. And in an interview, what she said is that observe, brainstorm, research, and build and communicate. That is what the brilliant young scientist and innovator uh, uh, she has become. That's what she has become. And this is interviews which I'm talking about is done by none other than the activist and actor Angelina Jolie. And you know this girl, Gitanjali Rao, she is at Colorado. And I really feel proud, especially when somebody from India or some kid who's connected to Indian heritage and culture and past. So I feel really proud that we Indians are really awesome. Wherever we go, we do wonders.
Kanchan, yes, and there's no denying about this fact. I am very much interested about the lives of Indian people before they become the real adults and go out into the professional market and they start doing wonders and achieving names. Probably we are missing out on the school students, the college students, undergraduate students, when they do something which is remarkable, that needs to be appreciated, and that is not just in academics. It can be into sports, it can be into like in a popular under 19 cricket, it can be into chess, it can be into some kind of innovation. So for this example of Gitanjali Rao, there we often hear about the children who do such kind of innovations in the Western countries, whether they are Indians or other kids in the school. Very seldom I see this happening in Indian media. Probably there are, but the media highlights are not there so much about it. Yes, there is a National Bravery Award which is given by the government of India, but that is that more or less that is about the bravery, and it is given to the children who have shown some exemplary courage on the bravery front by saving someone's life or saving a community. At the same time, on a national level, I believe there needs to be more about highlighting the educational success, the academic success, which more or less has been kind of only, I would use the word hijacked by those coaching institutes, where you see all over the city. In every city, it is plastered over the walls. Somebody has, 50, 60, 100 children's, passport size photo pasted on the walls. And then this coaching, that institution. And there needs to be a coordinated effort, to talk about the meritorious kids, meritorious children in all kinds of fields. If we are able as a country to inspire and celebrate and give recognition to the children in the teenage years, in the undergraduate years, I'm telling you, Kanchan, we will have a society which is proud of themselves. They are proud of themselves, they will be proud of the nation. What do you say?
Yes, actually, what I feel is that a few governments in past, they have not give due to education system, and that is why we have brilliant students, and their skill not being recognized earlier. But now, what I see, there's a change in education policy, and now if you see, there's a nation wide one syllabus from NCRT. So any school who's teaching, they are teaching one syllabus with more focus on innovation, science, and Indian heritage. That's what I have heard, and that's what I have read somewhere. Now, talking to the initiative of the government which is being taken by, so one of the initiative is being given to Indian Space Research Organization that has launched a program for school children called Young Scientist Program, Yuva Vahini Karikram. The program is primarily aimed at imparting basic knowledge on space technology, space science, space application to the young one with the intent to arouse more interest and more knowledge of space activity. The program is thus aimed to create awareness and maybe initiative to really call out the young scientists and young people who understand this space sphere, and maybe we can get more scientists, upcoming scientists through this initiative.
Yes, Kanchan, and I think in our country, this is being done. But what I understand, it is being done in a very, very, isolated spaces. Not much media coverage is being given. In the schools, many of the children, they probably know more about maths Olympiad or science Olympiad, but they probably don't know about the scholarships that are available. When I was in a school, Kanchan, we used to get a booklet. And in the class, when we were in class 10th, 11th, I have seen booklets which would list down all the scholarships available in the country by the different institutions, universities, and the public and the private scholarships. So by just going through and reading through that book, it was very easy for the parents as well as the students to choose what kind of scholarships they can get if they get good academics. And more or less now, when I try to find, there is no such book available. Even on the internet, a search on the internet does not give a comprehensive scholarships available or being promoted. So that means a student and a parent both need to do numerous hours of research to find this kind of scholarships. Now in India, it was believed that a scholarship is only for the poor children, but that's not the case. It is about the scholarship is to regard them, to respect them, to bring them into the limelight, give them the media exposure that they need. So some of the scholarships that comes to my mind is something called Kiran Girls Scholarship by a Persistent Foundation. Tata Housing Scholarship is given for the girls who have completed first year in civil engineering, architecture courses, or MBA in construction management. There is something which is also interestingly called Fair and Lovely Scholarship for or by FAL Foundation between girls between 15 and 13 years of age. Lady Meherbai D. Tata Educational Trust Scholarship. I mean, Tatas always have been into such kind of a scholarships. They have been UGC scholarship, University Grants Commission scholarships. So there is a very, very need to start this kind of a scholarships, especially being told to the children who are into 10th or 11th or 12th, so that they can basically look up to say, hey, I can go up to any college even if my parents are unable to fund. I can do something today to fund my 90% or 80% of the education fee. That information is something suddenly not available, but we all know about the educational loan. Why do we need to go as a parent or a student for an educational loan when the student can put more effort and get into a scholarship? So, you know what? I think this is something that we need to celebrate by the schools. Interestingly, Kanchan, there is no, a community of schools in this country, in our country. We have CBSE, we have ICSE, we have different national, international boards, but there is no school bodies. Probably they are, but there is no media to it. So the students are struggling, and when the students are struggling, they only get, those advertisements. If you join this college, if you join this school, you get so and so benefit. But again, when I talk about the meritorious students, as I said, I talk about academics, I talk about the national bravery awards. But beyond bravery, wow, there has to be something for innovation. And we really don't need to get to know these stories from the Western media. So I think there is something like an Indian Science Congress for students. So there needs to be a lot of thought process. I believe in the new education policy, these would be coming up with the right kind of people raising the voices. What do you feel?
Yes, I definitely very hopeful about the new concept on education which government has introduced lately, and I feel that now this is the time to build new India, and to build new India we need young mind and educated and innovative mind, and I think along with the parents and schools they should um, uh, uh, sit together and think about how to offer new things to our young generation, because that is very critical for the development of a community and for the country. Now, as you know that I have a deep interest in space, so I will tell you that even students belonging to rural areas, ISRO has offered programs. They have given a special weightage to in the selection criteria in the Young Scientist program. So now we have the facilities, but there's one thing which is missing is knowledge of whatever is being offered by the government, and that has to be circulated. It should be propagated through social media or through word of mouth, which is I think is not possible. But yes, we have a platform where we can send these messages to young people, to school, and school also should change their thought process, because it is not just a money minting institution, but especially giving information, giving knowledge to the young mind, and how to give this knowledge. They should come out with innovative ideas, more inclusive, more indulging ideas for the young mind. And I think that will make a lot of difference when it comes to the development of young mind. And I will tell you, Sitesh, we have definitely very creative, very thoughtful, and very intelligent kids in our country.
Correct. Absolutely right. And therefore, I take this conversation of today to, tell our listeners who are viewing it now, or we will view it in future. There are a lot of, scholarships available after class 12th, including one which is also called PM Narendra Modi Scholarship for 12th pass students. This is given in the name of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee and our former President APJ Kalam, and it has been instituted by Mr. Narendra Modi. Then there are other scholarships like Kanya Utthan Yojana, and a VIT scholarship, Anant scholarship, Next Genius scholarships. There are scholarships after class 10th as well. Something which is, some of the names that come to my mind is Atal Bihari Vajpayee scholarship, post matric scholarship, National Talent Search Examination. It was even there where, long time back as well. IOCL scholarship, Geo scholarship, CBSE Single Girl Child Scholarship, Vidya Dhan scholarship, PM scholarship for class 10th students. So I think these things need to be promoted, Kanchan. Education in our country has become more or less a business. And when business becomes the focus, the real value of to the kids, to the children, to the deserving children, these information is generally not passed on, and it has been a challenge. And I think this needs to be overcome by people like you and me, our teaching fraternity, our corporates, and also our youngsters who would like to go out and teach. I know, Kanchan, there are many software engineers, young software engineers, who teach young children in their weekends, in the evening classes. Some of them, for them, they charge. Some of them, they don't charge money, because they get something out of that, which is satisfaction. Right?
Yes, and when we are talking about the new education policy, and I also want to put across one thing. What I've seen is, in new education policy, they have combined creativity with the education, and that is very, very essential, because a child cannot just keep on mugging things or keep on broadcasting knowledge through the board. They need some creativity also, and I've seen, especially when I just look on the children, what they are doing. So I find there's a lot of event which is being done with combination of knowledge and creativity, and I think this is a great combination. And now we will be having more refined and more famous children in maybe a year or two, because we have a platform set for them, and now we can identify, we can get a more innovative scientist maybe in 1 or 2 years.
Exactly, Kanchan. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think this is to be a holistic approach. There are a lot of scholarships available. We just need to educate and bring this into the notice of people, the students, especially during the board exams of 10th and 12th, and during the Teachers' Day celebration. These scholarship needs to be talked and promoted. And I think schools have a responsibility to allow their children to participate in these scholarships, so that they can also show this as a CSR activity for their schools. And many children, children need not be a great educationist or a great budding mind, but probably with the scholarship, he would be, tempted to think that, yes, I can do it. We have seen that movie Super 30, but you see, the whole point of that movie was there was no government support, which was actually pushing children to that, and therefore it needed one person, Mr. Anand Kumar, to take up that on himself, and how much struggles he had to go through. Right. If there had been a right scholarships available to his children, probably things would have been different, and instead of Super 30, he would be talking about Super 3000, isn't it?
Yes. But still, I feel I'm quite hopeful regarding the future because you see, the new government also introduced a skill center for people who somehow missed out school education. So I think I see the future very bright, and I see future because if Indian children can do wonders outside, why not? And they're inland inside Indian land. So now we have right opportunities and the platform is set. And I am quite hopeful, Sitesh, that we will be having young scientists, young conservation children who will understand, especially if you know that we have done a series episode on water conservation. So now water conservation is being should be taught in school, and some of the schools are teaching these basic aspect of human development. So I think we are on a right track. And yes, you mentioned a good point that all these scholarships are available, but there's no knowledge about these scholarships. So it should be all this information should be put on net, and maybe it should be advertised by government or the private institution. Or I think schools should also take initiative to really give these information that people or student parents can achieve getting these scholarship, and they can achieve more rather than they somehow parents also have to struggle. So things will ease out, and they will fall on a right track.
Correct, Kanchan. And there to tell our listeners for the benefit of them, there is something National Scholarship Portal of Government of India where they can go and find out a lot of information about that, and they can actually register a school, register a student, and the student gets the scholarship directly into the bank account. But again, whether the media wants to highlight it is something that is very interesting. And schools, they need to also highlight it, and therefore it is an important part to bring this knowledge back again, that there are a lot of scholarships available. It is not only for the poor kids, it is about for the children who want to touch the skies. As I tell many children that you can do whatever you want and the help is around, but first ask or look at Google.
Yes, it was again wonderful talking to you, Sitesh. And with this positive note, I would like to end today's episode. We'll meet again with an interesting episode tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Have a great day.